Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So I've got 10 ounces of resin mixed up, and it's just a 1-to-1 resin. I mixed it for 3 minutes. Something in that mold, even though I've done cleaned it out. I'm taking somebody's advice that had mentioned in a comment, sit your mold in a cup. That's what we're doing with this ghost. Since the last time I made him, I dumped him over. We're going to do the cat ghosts, but I want to see if I can make them glow. We're also going to do our Vader pumpkin head, and all I did was take the Baltic Day chrome powders and paint him up. I used orange for his head, black for his face, black for his body, and then green for his stem, and we're just going to fill him with black. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I wanted to show you guys this mold. I've already made it once, and I love it. All I do is pour it with black, and then we paint it up afterwards. Now, I bought these from a D-Stash group. It was in the box. And I thought these would make cute badge reels. So we're going to fill these with black and paint them up after. I could probably paint these beforehand, but I'm going to paint them up after. On a time lapse, we'll paint all those up and then we'll put them together and show you guys. So I've not put my resin in a debubbler yet. I'm going to take, I still need to scrape the sides and mix this up just a little bit. I used a mixer. I'm not crazy about it. It's very flimsy. It might work better for smaller amounts of resin, so we're going to continue to try it. I bought it a while back. I just haven't tried it yet. So I did mix this with a mixer, but you know, it doesn't get the sides and things very well. So I just want to mix that a little bit here to make sure we do get those mixed in. And we're going to put it in the debubbler, so it's not really going to matter too much as far as more bubbles. It made a lot of bubbles. So, we'll see how it does. Alright, 10 ounces. Where's my... I think I got 10 ounces. I did it by weight. Alright. I'm going to put about 5 ounces in here, because that's what I think I need for those little cats. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I got 5 left. Perfect. If I need more, I can add more. Alrighty. Scrape that off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my glitter. I'm going to put in the little white shimmery glitter that I have. Let's just use all of that. I use a lot of glitter, guys. Empty out that container. And then, well, shoot, I wanted to make them 2 different glows. I've got it all in 1 cup. Let's see. Yeah, plenty of glitter. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Alright. Let's see if we can make them glow blue green. This is the Let's Resin Glow Powder. So I'm just going to add some of that down in there. I guess they'll both look the same. I just want to see if I can get the glow powder to show up around the glitter. And I am going to add some glue in this, and I'm going to put it in the debubbler. These little cats don't use much. I just want that glow powder mixed up really well. Well, I was going to use my little mixer, but oh well. Alright. Now, for the black, I think he uses about 2 ounces. I've got 5. So, let's at least do 3. Because we're going to do it for this too. I just want to save some in case. Okay, I've got 3 ounces. Just in case I need some for my ghosts. I don't want to use it all. Okay, I'm just using this resin dye paste black that I got off of Amazon. It was very cheap. It's not as highly pigmented as some. Okay, now this is the mixer I have. Let me put this back together. I just had it sitting on a thing over there. Now let's see if it does better in a smaller cup. Yeah, it's better for a smaller cup. See how flimsy it is? It just kind of bends. And just mix that black. I'm hoping this will keep it from being streaky. Okay. Let me see if I can get some of that black off of there. Alright. This doesn't have a timer on it. I'm just going to set this back over here. I can get it loose and let it drain. I got a little thingy, I don't know what you call it. Just a little mat that has different shapes on it. Alright, let's put some glue in with our glitter. Really don't think that glitter is really going to sink much because I've used so much. But I don't want to chance it. I'm not going to put as much as I normally would. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Let's just try 3 drops. I got 5 ounces. Usually I do 5 drops. Yeah, I think 3 is plenty. See how gloopy that is? Just with the 3 drops, I think, yeah, very gloopy. Alright, let's get all this off. Okay. Now, just clean this stick off. Make sure I got all that glitter. And then let's clean this one off as well. It really didn't have much on it, but anyways. Alright guys, I'm going to put these in the vacuum pot and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, let's see if we can start filling up. I didn't leave this in the vacuum chamber just for a minute because of I splattered. I was trying to release the pressure and send it everywhere. So let's just fill this little ghost. That's why I don't like to put stuff that's got glue in it into the vacuum. I splatter it every time. Alright, buddy. I think that's all you need. Now I gotta make sure I get it down in his little ears and his tail without bubbles. Okay. Alright, do I see a bubble? I don't think I see a bubble in his tail. The ears is a little harder to squeeze. I don't see one coming out, do you guys? Well, hopefully he's good. 'Cause that's what we got. Just finished filling him up. And I probably didn't mix up enough. That is why I always save some. Alright. Put some more, and you can see where I put that glitter everywhere. Just going to scrape these sides and see if there's enough glitter in this, or do I need to add more? I know he's got enough glue. I think it needs a little more glitter. I should have done 6 ounces instead of 5. Okay. There we go. Now let's finish filling him up. He's a little more sturdy than the other. Whoo, about dumped him over. Oh my goodness. These molds are so flimsy. Okay. There we go. Let's see. We got a mummy here, don't we? A mummy would look okay with white glitter. I'm hoping by spraying with alcohol it's going to get down in all those little crevices. See, he has a lot of little areas down in there. Alright. Move that out of the way. I am so sticky. I hate being sticky. Alright, now our black. I'm just going to take and pop those bubbles that are on the top. And I've got to get this down in his stem. So I'm going to have to squeeze it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. And now let's squeeze his stem. I'm afraid this is going to take my chrome powder off. There it goes. Did you see the bubble? Just squeezing around his head. Now this mold is made to where it's going to look like there's bubbles under his head no matter what I do. Because I think when they made it, their piece had bubbles. So it's got all these little areas that I really need to trim off. Okay, so he holds 3 ounces. So that's what I put in the cup, was 3. Yep, 3 ounces exactly. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to set that to the side because I'm going to need it here in just a minute. Throw that cup away. Now let's see if we've got enough to fill up a few of these. And off camera, I'll mix up some more resin and put some black in and fill up the rest of our molds. I know you guys don't want to see that. This resin's getting thick. It doesn't take long and it heats up really quick. Okay, I've got to spritz me off. I'm just way too sticky. I hate being sticky. Okay, where's my... Which ones do I want to do? This has a little bit of glitter. Alright. That's kind of hard to do with these sitting in my way. I'm going to move these up here. There we go. Now I'm going to turn this to where I can get to it. And then we'll see how many of these. I think I can probably get 2 out of here. And these characters are from Nightmare Before Christmas. I had to look it up, guys. I don't watch television, and I had no clue who they were. But they are Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay. All right. Are we done? I like to dome them a little bit so their backs will end up even. And I think this little guy can take what's left. Okay, that is it. I'm going to reach back and put that in my dump. Okay, I'm still filling up the leaf. I think it's a leaf. All right, let's turn this upside down here. Alrighty, guys, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some heat, pop a few little bubbles, and then I'm going to mix up some black and fill up the rest. I think he can use a little more glitter. And then we will come back and demold and then do a time lapse and paint everything up and put it together. And all of this will go in my leaf. getting there. He's almost full. Less than a centimeter from the top. And he is a good size mold. And I think that is that for that cup. All right. And throw that in the trash. Let me get this cleaned off, guys, because I'm sticky, and I don't want to touch the phone with these gloves on. So I'm just spritzing this down with some alcohol. Try and clean that off. I've got a few things to clean off. Get another one. The glitter really sticks. Okay, got that one. Let's see if we can get this off of there. Okay. Now I use this one that doesn't have color or anything on it. Get the rest. There we go. All right, and then last, give me another paper towel, is this thing, this little mixer thing. It looks like it's going to be kind of rough to clean. It feels plastic. Silicone would be a lot easier to clean. Are you supposed to, like, one-time use and trash them? That wouldn't make sense. But maybe you are. And this one's rough. Yeah, I don't see me using that thing very often. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of it off of him. I mean, I'm trying. I just don't know. I think I'll get close, but wow. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, let's get another one and see if we can. You know what? You could put it in a cup with alcohol and turn it on and let it do it that way. Otherwise, I don't see how it's all going to come off of there. I mean, that is, yeah, a little difficult. If I can get this one spot, well, that's best I'm getting it. Alright. Alrighty, guys. We'll let these, I'm going to finish filling them up. Change these gloves out. And then I'll see you back when it's time to demold. Alright, guys. So all of this is cured up. So there's our little Jason face. Chucky. Pennywise. Michael Myers, I think. Scream. Freddy Krueger. Jigsaw. It's got a scratch down the mold. And the Mummy. Okay, and then we have this little thing. And we have the girl. And we have the little man pumpkin head. And the dog. And we'll paint all of those up. And then we'll fix them. Okay. This is the one I painted with the chrome powder. Okay, I missed a couple of spots with the orange, but that's okay. I think he still looks good. That's our Darth Vader pumpkin head. He's cute. Okay, and then this is our standing cat. And we have to see if these glow. Good, no bubbles. And the cup helped. It didn't spill over. Okay, just roll this off. Good, no bubbles in those ears either. And we'll get those painted up. And then we'll charge them and see if we can get them to glow. Alrighty guys, I'm going to do a time lapse. Get these charged, get all these painted up, fixed together. I'm leaving him as is. And other than I'll trim his bottom. I'll see you back after. I'll see you then.
In Linda's room, the resin flows, where monsters dance and shadows grow. Freddy's glove leaves a crimson trail. Jason's mask tells a silent tale. Pennywise laughs in the corner so grim. Michael's blade reflects the light so dim. Linda's resin room, where nightmares bloom. Chucky grins, the air's perfume. Jigsaw whispers, play my game. Screams, mask flickers in the flame. A swirl of blood and haunted hue. Each piece alive, a story new. Epoxy binds their twisted art. Linda's hands, the beating heart. Shapes of terror, colors collide. Evil's trapped but cannot hide. Linda's resin room, where nightmares bloom. Chucky grins, the air's perfume.
Hey guys, so it took me 2 hours to get all of this done, but I did finally get it done. I painted everything up. I took the little pools. You can see the paint all over my hands. And I put them on these 4. Nightmare Before Christmas. Aren't those cute? And just little bag pulls. Okay. And then I took with all of these scary characters and with the kind of sweet, kind of savage, painted all them up, put them on these metal badge reels. And that's what I've done with those. They're still, I used E6000 glue to glue them on there, so they're not completely set. And they're set enough that I can pull with them, but not set enough that I really want to move them a whole lot. And then with all my earrings, show you the pumpkins first. I just took and put some hooks on those. And these pumpkins I painted black, wiped them off, and then put some gold hooks on them as well. And then with my shakers, I don't want to shake them. You've seen me, I got my resin dust collector out to suck all the resin dust as I fall down the shell. I made it with some UV resin and I followed it down. And then I took some black crushed glass, got from Temu, some beads that I got from Laura's Art Corner, I put those in there, and then I took some of my white butterflies and put those in there as well. And that was it. And then I used my B7000 glue to glue those on. But I'll take some photos, guys, post them at the end. And I will see you guys back for the next video. So don't forget to like this video if you like it. And subscribe if you want to see more. But I will see you guys back for the next video. So bye for now.